Don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications.
The following video I'm about to show you is about the world's most famous criminal ever lived. Pablo Escobar was born in 1949 in a small family in Colombia where his father was a school teacher and his mother was a farmer. He was the third born out of 7 children. Pablo Escobar started to become violent just at the tender age. At the age of 22, he started doing petty crimes like kidnapping and selling fake tickets on the streets. He started to earn money and he just became a millionaire at the age of 22. Apparently, crime does pay. Pablo Escobar wanted to become the top, so he started to kill his competitor one after the other. He did not want competition. At the age of 26, Pablo was among the top drug dealer in Colombia. He used to sell cocaine. In 1975, Pablo had a deal with a syndicate leader, another drug dealer by the name Fabio. Pablo was to exchange 14 kilograms of cocaine, but Pablo did not agree with his terms. So Pablo killed Fabio and told his employees to start to work to him immediately. As you know, anything that is illegal, it's very expensive. So as Pablo was smuggling cocaine to America and to the rest of the world, Pablo started to make millions and millions of money that he could pay $500,000 to his pilots in every flight they could fly cocaine to America or to any part of the world. Pablo Escobar made a lot of money, millions and millions of money, that he was ranked number 7 at the most richest people in the world by Forbes. He was so rich that he spent $2,500 per month just to buy rubber bands to tie his money. He was the one who was supplying 80% of cocaine to America. That made him so rich, pretty rich. Due to his dirty work, Pablo did not take all of his money to the bank. Some he could keep them in his house. He could dig holes, some he could plant them on the walls of his house. Sometimes Pablo could make a loss of $1 billion just because the rats and the mouse could eat some of his money, and some could even spoil because they could rot on the ground. In 1980, the US government and the government of Colombia decided to jail Pablo Escobar. But Pablo was very rich. He told the government, instead of taking him to a normal jail, let him construct his own jail. So Pablo constructed his own jail that looked like a 5-star hotel. Because that prison or the jail he made it looked like a normal hotel. Truly, money can do a lot. While in that prison, or should I call it an hotel, he was visited by men and Pablo killed those men. So the US government decided to recruit him, but Pablo Escobar escaped and went to hide. So Pablo ran with his family, his wife and his 2 kids. While in his hiding place, his daughter developed a fever and she needed some warmth. Since there was no heat around, Pablo decided to burn $2 million. $2 million just to produce some heat because her daughter wanted some heat. So Pablo ended up burning $2 million just to produce heat for her daughter. What a loving father. One day in 1993, Pablo Escobar was attacked by government agents. He did not want to go to prison. Pablo believed that it's better to die than to suffer in jail. Pablo was shot on the head and died on the spot. Truly, crime does not pay. Even if Pablo was a criminal, he loved the poor and the poor did love him back. He spent millions of his money to the poor. He constructed churches, hospitals and schools to the poor. He even constructed stadiums and sponsored local teams like this. Truly, he was a man of the people. When Pablo died, they constructed an altar for him and they named one street after his name, Pablo Escobar. More than 2,500 people attended his burial. Don't do crime to become rich. Just make clean money, even if it's little. Much love and God bless. See you next time.
Don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications.